questions. Does anyone who inspected the removal of 1/3 of the bearing wall in the downstairs of the building? And who inspected the upstairs to find out the big cracks that are in the walls and the damages that were done? Who inspected the floors that were taken out? I'd like to know who inspected that and who okayed this, because a lot of these receipts in here from the city show that somebody in the city here okayed that and paid those bills. Can anyone tell me why those were paid and who inspected them? Were there permits, Kathy?
I'm sure they had a building permit.
The building permit cover everything they do? Are they checked on what they do?
No, the building permit they would inspect structural things.
Okay, can you tell me what the cost of their building permit was? Do you know offhand?
I'd have to dig that all out. I don't know.
Can you give me a ballpark figure about what that would be?
No, I couldn't, because it's based on, those are flood repair permits, and it was based on so much per square foot of the type of repair to be made. Everybody that got a flood repair permit was based on square footage.
Was there a list of the flood repairs or to be made ahead of time, or were they just paid as they did the work?
Now, when you're talking about building permit and work that they were doing and what they were paid, those are two different things.
Well, did they when they did some work, did they have a permit for everything they did, or did they get permits for just one big building permit?
They would have gotten one building permit for flood repair work. And then
So when after the flood, we went in there, Richard and I, and we'd taken out the 4 feet, the drywall 4 feet up, and we put in a wall from 53 feet long, 4 feet high, 53 feet long. We came to you and you measured it and told us how much it was. We paid $106 for that one little wall.
Okay.
So what do you think they paid for that, of everything that they were supposed to have done?
I'd have to look that up. We gave out close to 500 flood repair permits, so I really can't recall what anybody was charged.
Okay.
I'd have to dig it out of the records.
May I have that information when it's out?
Is this information that the attorneys have requested already?
No one has asked for that. No.
One of the reasons we're here also is because we have here's the second part of our email. Mr. Beatty, I only received this message this morning, Monday. I see that you sent it Friday. I'm unable to listen to the message as my computer says I do not have a previewer for it. And then at the top he says, to paraphrase Mr. Weezer's voicemail, he basically says, something new has come up and it looks good for your client. Give me a call. As described in my previous message, when I spoke to him, he indicated he would like to tour the building to confirm that the material in the attached voices were not installed for the benefit of your building.
Simply put, Mrs. Holly, when I toured the building last Friday, I had concerns, to put it mildly.
Okay.
So I would like to get together, possibly this Friday. I would like Skip to come to town.
We are supposed to be out of town on Wednesday. We have set 3 different times. We have set back an appointment that we have for Richard and the Confucian Institute in Florida. 3 different times. Now we're supposed to be out of here on Wednesday, and everybody keeps holding this up. Your attorney is dragging it on. We have excused our attorney. I am leaving it up to the council. I believe the council is the one who should make this decision. If anyone wants to come and take a look at the building, they are well entitled to do that. I'll be glad to show them around. We'll show them everything in the building, just as we have done for you and for Robert. I do not think that it is wise to spend the people's money on an attorney who will not even answer the letters of our attorney, who will not get back to us and says he'll do something next week, which he doesn't do until 2 weeks along. He's just dragging this out. And I would very much like my counsel to make this decision. Is there a problem with that?
Like I said, I would like to get together with the attorney and show him the building. I want to look at the receipts, and I want to look at the building. I need to be able to do that before making a decision. I can't simply make that decision tonight.
I know you can't, but do you make the decision, or does the whole council make the decision?
but the council has to go, the whole's gonna have to make the decision together.
And will you meet on that soon or not? I wanna know why are we being held up?
Well, open meeting law for one thing, we can only meet in this setting,
Okay.
and that drags things along.
If we were to all meet and go through your building,
Oh, I
it would be a
understand that.
violation.
I understand that.
So-
I mean, one at a time is fine.
Yes. How do I get a hold of you? So, cause I work at the elevator, so.
We're in the telephone book, 507-864-2985.
2985.
We live at 417 Stevens Avenue.
Okay.
Would you be available tomorrow for me to go back in there and look around?
Yes. Just give us a call.
I'll give you a call.
All right, anything else on this?
Regarding Mr. Weezer's letter to us, it's difficult to determine by this who necessarily would be dragging this out. But if I understand you correctly, you have released Mr. John Beatty, is it?
Yes, we have.
Beatty?
Yes.
And so...
It didn't do any good because Mr. Weezer didn't answer 3 letters in a row and he doesn't get back to him and he keeps putting things off. It's not doing any good. There's no reason to keep paying those 2 attorneys for nothing. He's just taking the city's money. I don't know what he'll charge you if he comes in on Friday, but he'll probably charge you a large bill for coming Friday. I would think that if all of the council members went there and looked at it and gave Mr. Weezer their opinion, he doesn't have to come and you have to pay him.
The problem is that we haven't, we're relying on Mr. Weezer to provide us with the background and the research that needs to be done to really fully understand this issue. But based on these emails and based on his comment in his letter to us, it sounds like it would be forthcoming soon, an answer.
Well, I don't have access to your letter there, so I don't know what he's saying. All I know is that what my attorney has told us.
Your attorney should have copied you on this. I would think.
This is the same letter that was given to your attorney.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, dated February 23rd, 2011.
You can take a look. And certainly, you can have that copy if you want.